Alrighty, welcome back to Out of Ore. This is season 1, episode 7. So I did some work off camera. I dug some of this out. Um, I did complete the concrete all the way around, so it looks a little more proper. And then I made this little room here, the storage container, keep some of the extra stuff. And then we'll put some of like the tools and equipment in here. Um, That way we have a place to store stuff and run the little machines. Figured that'd be a good spot for that space. Um, Got those running, and then I think today we're gonna work towards maybe get some power down here. I have worked on some of this. I've opened some of it up, and I've got a hopper down here with a storage steel, which I know it's not completely, like legit players that, like the 100% perfect is, you know, I'm not that way. So I did some machining or, like move the hopper around and consume, cut this open so we could get a tractor or a loader down here. And this is the material from it. And we're going to run this up and run it through the main machine. But for now, until we can get enough money to run conveyors out and get that other hole dug, we will run out of here. I've got it set up to run. I just got to get some power down here. So, which I'll probably string some lights down and hook them up, is probably how we'll do it. I figure run this through the machine and then eventually I want to run conveyors all the way down and wrap around so that way I see another YouTuber do that. And I really like the convenience of having a hopper there because that's why I was starting to dig this out. Because I'm going to run, instead of making this corner and having it come out here, I think I'm going to come and dig this out until we hit grass, cut it all open to the open, and then run it out. So it's more of a straight shot. Kind of dug some more of that out since last episode, but it's a pretty slow process to get that dug out. But we'll get this running with all this material. That'll give us a good amount of money, and then I think I'm gonna buy a faster motor so that'll run, hopefully produce more. Never tested that, but I'm hoping it will. So we'll let that consume. Let that run until it's done. Get the copper running. We'll just leave this in here for right now and let it run. So we could make some money. How much is in here? Oh, we got about 4,000 oil. Let's see what that gives us. Maybe we could start on these lights while we're letting that run. 73,000. Okay, so I got about 100 grand. Actually, big thing is I also need to run a separate power for the lighting. So thought about running. I don't know if 800. 800 should be enough. We'll buy one of these. And I'm going to just like probably put it right here. We'll build a little pad here. Out some of these. Eventually, I'll probably build another pad up top, like up there somewhere. Well, actually, we might just start on that because I don't want to put a pad down and have to move it, multiple times. Let's take, I need the axe. Start first person so I can see. cut a lot of this down. And I would use the bed and sleep, but where our loan is at, it'll put us in the hole. So I'm trying not to do that. I did that in my test game. I have a test copy of this. I've done a lot of testing in it, and that's how I knew I wanted to go down there and start that process, because the copper in that down there and the iron sells for a lot. So it'll help us get caught up on that loan. Would be nice. Cut this down. And I'm just looking to put a little pad down here. I think we'll do like let's do concrete. And we'll just put 6 down for now. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. Just enough to. Well, I thought about 6. Did I put one inside of the other? No, one went down under the ground. That's where it went. Like, I could have swore about 6. Take this. And we'll probably expand this pad some if we need more power. We'll get that. I want to run some lights here as well, but we're running low on funds here. And we're gonna need, I did a test, and we need about 30 of each. So that's gonna cost, 74,000. So we're gonna have to make a little bit of money before we can hook all this up, because we'll just run that down to a light and run it down here so that can run on its own. Where are we at with this? Oh, we got about 2,000 left. Probably go over here and pull some and sell it. Get some more of that money. Hopefully get that done this run. And I'll probably run a lot of this like off stream as well. 7,000 steel and gets, it's 130, 148,000. What I got, so that's not too bad. I'm hoping to get this part running, and I'm going to use the rest of the money I make to pay much of the loan off as I can. So let's go to power. We'll buy 30 of these. And then we'll buy 30 power lines. And I'm just gonna set this probably something like that. Now, if I can get back up there. Oh, I'm sliding down the mountain. I have to go the other way over here. It's the only thing with putting lights like that. It's nice because it brightens it up a lot. We'll just see what you're doing is nice. Oh, and then I walk right off the edge. I am struggling today. And this video is probably mostly going to be just set up. I'm not planning on running or anything. Maybe we'll run if we have enough time, but a lot of this is just going to be setup work. Let's see if I could see that light. Oh, okay, so it's not. It will not work. Oh, and then I fall. What is going on here? Why can't I break that? There it goes. I'll have to go higher up. But I kind of wanted to show you guys what I, process of the way I like to do things. Make a video on that. So we've done a lot of mining and running equipment and stuff, and I figured give you guys a little bit of different video here. If you put this in free mode, I pull it in closer. I like to put the lights so they're kind of hidden in the hill. That's just kind of aesthetically, I like that a lot more myself. And then we'll turn this on, turn that light on, and then we'll put one. We'll probably put it. Well, no, that'll cover that. Go like this. See if I can reach that. Hopefully I can. I'm gonna have to, we'll dig a little bit. But I can sit in. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. Let's try that. Man, it just does not want to reach it there. It might be too far away. Got it connected there. Oh, it'll reach. Okay, perfect. Well, I don't need that one on right now. We'll set this one like that. Nice thing about burying these in the wall like this is, yeah, it may not be the most realistic, but it kind of hides all the wiring and stuff, which I like. I think it looks cleaner with all that hidden away. And it's kind of tricky when you can't see too much. Get these to line up. What is going on? This one, oh yeah, it's in backwards here. And essentially, this is what we're gonna do all the way down. Just throwing some lights. And the nice thing is that these don't require, so like if we ever decide we need more power down here, there's no limit of power that you can run through them like the power poles is. There is. But, and now our area will be, yeah, that one's a little taller than I'd like it. Maybe I'll fix that later. I'm not. It's kind of hard to tell when you're doing this and can't see much. I can put one in this. And digging this out will be easier too, because we'll be able to see. Oh, I'm gonna get a save. this corner. These ones I do want as high as I can get them. Because it's a gap here. Go around to come across this opening. The higher they are, the better off you are at hiding the wire. Because you want that wire connection up as much as you can. And they can be kind of finicky because they're not really. That way we're not clipping through it with the loader and stuff like that. And I don't know how much mining we're actually going to do here. We'll probably do a lot of it down below. We gotta go down a little more. Gotta fan these out down to 17 lights. And yeah, we want to be on this side, so I want to be about here if it'll allow me to stretch this far. Because I'm gonna go across. Whoa. And it did. We're gonna work our way across this opening here. The only way to actually get them to sit in the, if you want to do the way I'm doing this, you have to be in rebuild. It will not allow you to clip through in any other mode. Which with the lights, when I'm not planning on putting anything through here. I thought about concreting it, making it look nice and that, but a lot of money, and there's no real reason to do it. Other than maybe, you know, like the corners and stuff when you're coming up, you're not digging into them and stuff. It kind of prevents that, but I kind of like the idea if you could see where, you know, you make mistakes. We're getting close. This right here, if I'm hoping I can stretch that to the corner. We'll put one here and then we'll do the corner. They'll be a little close together, but that's fine. Sometimes you got to do that. Because if I remember right, it's like 7 or 8 spaces is the max that they will reach. So like if you're in grid mode, it's like 8 slots in grid mode, I think is the max. Someone could correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And I want it on this wall because of, oh, I did not get that in as far as I wanted it to. And that is close, but I want some light. Yeah, because the plant's right there and we have 9 left, so we'll have plenty. Because I want to light up that area some as well. And the reason I didn't tie this in with the rest of the power is I learned in my test that with the lights, because each light takes power, obviously, it was just like right on the edge of the power scope of how much it would allow to run. So I wanted this section on its own grid, so to speak. That way I don't ever have to worry about that. They're all sorts of uneven, but it'll be fine. If it bothers me, I'll come in and fix it off video. I'm just trying to get this powered up for now. Because the thought is I'm gonna go like, man, that's a goofy corner. The way it cut it out of there. That's and then we'll put like a light back here. And hopefully that'll reach. It may phase through that deal and not be happy about it. Oh no, it's actually worked out perfect. Jump up in the hopper. Turn that on. Can take this and go right down to there. And now this can be turned on, which is way more than what we need. And now we can dig down here and it'll all go in this storage for now. You know, I'll kind of work on this, getting it dug out, getting it prepped and that later. We're pretty much out of time. We'll see how much of that material is processed. And I know this episode wasn't really all that crazy, but they're not all, you know, this game is not all, you know, hey, let's just mine. So a lot of it is set up. A good majority of it is set up. But once you get the system running, then you can just, you know, do a bunch of mining and that's really good. Oh, it looks like it ran all that material. So let's run some of this. Oh, we'll just do that and let it run all of the material. We'll take all of this and store, and we will sell that. It's 58,000. So yeah, we're getting to the point now where we're gonna be able to really be able to start paying stuff off. And then you come down here, and we're just storing this for now. I think I'll set it up here off video. I'm gonna put a couple mini wash plans, and maybe we'll do a CNC machine and that, and a bed and all that down here. That was the plan. Figured this would be a really good spot for it. And we'll see, what did we get? We got about 2,000 oil in there. About 47,000. So yeah, we got about 200 grand in that account. But remember, we're 1.7 mil in debt, so a lot of money there. But I'm gonna actually pay off 100 of it right now. So we'll just hit 100,000. Yeah, so we're 1.6 in debt. I want to get this paid off as soon as possible because then we can start sleeping through the nights and do a lot more day work. But I can't sleep through the night because then it puts you negative because it charges you a huge amount of interest when you sleep. And that's the way around it, is you stay up all night and just mine in the dark and everything works good. So, but I think that'll be all for today. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.